the Hollywood hissy fit train, so to speak, and this time she's taking aim at Melania Trump.
What about Melania? Would you have her on the show?
Melania? What's to talk about what? She can barely speak English.
What do you think about her as the First Lady?
Exactly what I think about him as the first man. Nothing. I don't respect either one of those people.
Wow, but as it turns out, the First Lady can speak at least 5 different languages. So is this just another double standard? Here to weigh in, Fox News contributor Mercedes Lapp. Mercedes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you here. So this is something that's personal to you. I mean, this doesn't just impact someone like Melania. How many Americans out there either have an accent or English is not their first language?
Well, I think about my parents who came to this country, who still to this day speak broken English, but my goodness, they love America more than anything else. And I grew up with speaking Spanish and then learned English in school. And I have to tell you, so what bothers me so much about this is that here you have liberal Hollywood going out there and trying to be the champion for immigrants, but then at the same time, you have Chelsea coming out making this outrageous comment, basically discriminating against Melania, who's an immigrant. And I find that to be just so shocking and just so disappointing coming from the left. But it's what Hollywood has become. They've become now the bullying branch of the Democratic Party, willing to go after Melania, willing to go after the son, Barron, as well. And I just find that incredibly disappointing.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the other things that she has said, because this is the only one on October 28th. She said Trump said Melania will give 2 or 3 more speeches. Hopefully, an interpreter will be present. And then on November 4th, Tim Kaine delivered a speech entirely in Spanish, still easier to understand than Melania. And then on October 9th, hopefully someone is explaining all of this to Melania right now. So definitely a double standard as well, because what if someone was tweeting this type of thing about Michelle Obama?
Right, and it's interesting because in the past there has been incidents where a comment has been made about Michelle Obama, then an apology has followed right after. I think that when you look at the role of the First Lady, as well as the First Family, the children, they're kind of off limits. It's one of those things where we want to respect the First Lady and her role. You can be critical of the President and his policies. You might not like the President, that's fine. But when you're talking about the family, this is something that, for example, Melania did not ask to become First Lady. She didn't run to become First Lady. This is a role that she's taken on to support her husband and to represent the United States of America.